Batman Dark Victory Chapter 3 Toys. His name was Flass, Detective Arnold Flass, a corrupt, venal man who wore a Gotham City policeman's badge. He once told Jim Gordon, "Cops got it made in Gotham." He said it for all the wrong reasons. A dirty cop who took dirty money and shook down anyone who didn't pay up. To keep from going to prison, he cut a deal with then District Attorney Harvey Dent to testify against other corrupt city officials. Among them, former Police Commissioner Jeph Loeb, who was also found hanged in the same manner last month. I didn't see nothing. Water seeks its own level. Flass was working as a bouncer for the gentleman's club called the Cheeto Room. Shortly after 10 o'clock, he went out back to have a cigarette, as he did every night on his break. When the noose contracted around his neck, Flass managed to get 3 of his fingers on his left hand inside it. The coarse cord tore the skin off as it closed off his windpipe. When his body was lifted off the ground, the noose slipped up and under his jawbone, and the lifeless hand fell free. Lastly, the killer or killers had time to pin the note, which has become his, her, or their signature, with the children's game Hangman. There is a pattern forming here. A horrible, ugly pattern that began with the hanging of Police Chief Clancy O'Hara 2 months ago. Flass was not much of a cop, or even a human being for that matter, but he once wore blue. "Up there! I've got a clean shot! Hold your fire!" The men and women who put their lives on the line for the Gotham City Police Department have a code of honor. They are a family of sorts, and as such will do anything to protect their own. No one knows that better than Police Commissioner Jim Gordon, and while I appreciate his allegiance to the department, Batman, I am not one of them. The Cheetah Room is a Maroni operation. The liquor license was grandfathered in, and as long as the customers keep their hands to themselves, Gotham Vice leaves it alone. You've got a problem. No kidding. Nobody wants to work Christmas or... Hey! How'd you get in here? Where the hell is Dutch and Eel? You look after the Cheetah Room for the Maroni family, Zucco. Having a cop, even an ex-cop, turn up dead on their doorstep means you've got a problem. I didn't have nothing to do with that, I swear. Tell me who did. You'll need these. Now, you've got a problem with me. You didn't come by and collect the receipts tonight. Why? I was supposed to meet a guy in the alley out back at around 10 about some transportation stuff. I get there a little late and there's cops all over the place, so I come back here. I swear. A name, Zucco. My head's gonna split open. A name. He's one of you guys. One of what guys? A freak, like you with a mask and all that. Calls himself Scarecrow or something. When I was a child, my mother would take me down to the Gotham Toy Factory each year at Christmas time. She wanted to impress upon me how lucky we were to give and receive. She did this by collecting toys from the factory and donating them to charity. She wanted to impress upon me how lucky we were to give and receive. She did this by collecting toys from the factory and donating them to charity. For years after my parents' death, the Wayne Foundation continued in this tradition, until at last, the Gotham Toy Factory went out of business. Tonight, Jonathan Crane, psychologist turned psychopath, seeks to pervert that tradition. Christmas is coming, the geese are getting fat. Please put a penny in an old man's hat. And if you haven't got a penny, a halfpenny will do. If you haven't got a halfpenny, God bless you. What are little girls made of? Sugar and spice, and all that's nice. That's what little girls are made of. What happened in that alley, Crane? What happened to Detective Flass? What are little boys made of? My name is Talking Tammy, and snakes and snails, and puppy dog tails. And that's what little boys are made of. Hey, diddle diddle. They're the cat and the fiddle. The cow jumped over the moon. Stop the truck. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. I wait for nearly 3/4 of an hour and Crane never surfaces. While I hardly believe that he is finished, his insane attempt to deliver the tampered dolls into Gotham City has been stopped. And I have found something tangible to work with. Christmas Eve, Sofia Gigante's penthouse. Sofia has taken her father's place as head of the Falcone crime family, forming an alliance with the Moroni family, led by the sons, Humberto and Pino.
So, Mr. Gigante, I come to you to beg forgiveness for my stupid behavior. I should have never done business with the Scarecrow. I lost us a good truck and...
Stupid, it's right, Anthony. You've got it so that between the dead cop and now this, we've got no choice but to torch the cheetah. I hope this is a lesson to you, and to all of you who even think about going in with these freaks.
Torch the cheetah? Well, Sophia, your own father did business with the same.
You leave my father out of this.
Sophia, it's Christmas Eve. We do a little eggnog, exchange some gifts. I meant no disrespect to your father.
You're right, Umberto. It is Christmas, and not knowing that Papa is resting in his grave, it's very difficult.
Look, Sophia, forget about it. Umberto and I, we was thinking, and this is a joke, really. Hey, Pino, maybe now's not the best time. Nah, come on. Just we was thinking how your brother Alberto faked his own death and all. How wouldn't it be messed up if your father was still alive? And
I get it.
You crazy bitch, you shot me.
You wanted to exchange gifts. There, you got mine. Now, you want to know what you can get me? 2 months. 2 months I've been waiting for you to make good on your promise to kill Harvey Dent, and you don't even know where he is. You two find Dent, and I'll guarantee you'll find my father's body or what's left of him. And until then, there's not going to be any peace between the Moroni family and the Falcones. Wayne Manor. Am I just wasting my time, Alfred? Miss, this is one girl who isn't used to being stood up on Christmas Eve. Forgive me, Miss Kyle, for being a tad slow on the uptake. While Master Bruce is a very complicated man, he is also a special one at that. So, to answer your question, no, I do not think you are wasting your time. The Falcone estate, current residence of Alberto Falcone. Gotham City has a cop killer on the loose who has used Halloween, Thanksgiving, and now Christmas to mark the calendar. I have dealt with a holiday killer before. I'm looking for a murderer. His killings follow a pattern, just like yours did. Holiday. You found a way to take off the electronic monitor. No, I don't leave the house. Then the electronic monitor on your leg doesn't work at all. Or you have enough time before the police actually arrive. How much time do we have until you tell me the truth? For the man who has everything. Jim, I never figured you for a last-minute shopper. Well, with all that's going on, I'm just glad to get any shopping done at all. Those for someone special? Which would you pick? As a man, I mean. I don't know, Porter. I'd probably get both and let him decide. You called me Porter, Jim. Haven't had anyone do that since I was in college. Really, oh no. Problem? The station house, in case of emergency. You might want to ride along with me. The whole incident is very disturbing. We'd like to see your brother, Mr. Falcone. I'd rather you didn't. I just got him to bed and given him something to help him sleep. And he's claiming Batman came here and attacked him. I'm afraid so. Something to do with the hangman killings. You're taking this pretty lightly. I'm not sure what to believe. As my brother's guardian, I'm concerned, of course. But he told me, how should I say this? Try honestly. That's always a good start. Jim. Yes, well, my brother told me he's been hearing voices inside the house. Voices? He claims the house is haunted by my late father. I'm thinking your brother needs to see a doctor, Mario. So this has nothing to do with Batman. Is that what you're saying? I'm saying I find the entire incident disturbing and it bears investigation. But what I do know is, if Batman was involved in any way, I can't be held responsible for how my sister Sophia will react. You can't stop now. You had all the power. Shh. Now look at you. What are you going to do about it?